Now this video, it's about the system in Ekurhuleni where disciplinary charges disappear, IPID reports get ignored, and money somehow finds its way to the right people at the right time. And you're right, this video, it's about Julius Mkhwanazi and it's about Uki Bihari. My name is Oalokwan and these are the news that matter the most. Now, in Ekurhuleni, the head of legal services, Uki Bihari, was suspended after serious questions were raised about a 600,000 rand salary increase. Now, he says that it was not a bribe. He also said that it was a normal adjustment. He says that everything followed procedure. But here's what made people angry: the timing and the connection. Now, before that salary increase, there was a problem sitting inside the Ekurhuleni Metro Police, and the problem was Julius Mkhwanazi. Now, Mkhwanazi was facing serious allegations linked to a dodgy blue light agreement, questionable relationships with private security companies, and an IPID report that didn't say minor mistake. The IPID report specifically said that Mkhwanazi is linked to fraud and corruption. Now, that report didn't come from social media. It came directly from IPID, the body that investigates police. And instead of those disciplinary charges moving forward, they were stopped, not delayed, not investigated deeper, literally stopped. And then the question became, who sits at the center of deciding whether disciplinary actions move forward or not? And then the answer was simple: legal services. Now, that's where Bihari comes in. Now, he gives a legal advice that says essentially there's nothing to act on. The IPID report gets dismissed, Mkhwanazi stays protected, and no real consequences followed. And then a couple of months later, a 600,000 rand salary increase was received by Uki Bihari. Now, I know for a fact that South Africans don't need law degrees to understand why this looks bad. Now, Bihari says that the increase was approved by committees because corruption here in South Africa, it doesn't break rules loudly. It follows rules quietly. A memo will be done, recommendations will be made, a council note will be received, and a committee decision will be taken. Everything stamped, everything signed, and everything will be proper on paper. And then once it is discovered that there were irregularities with the process, the outcome is always the same. The powerful people walk away clean. Now, if Julius Mkhwanazi was an ordinary officer, this story would not exist. If he didn't have political protection, nobody will be explaining salary structures today. He would have been disciplined, charged, or maybe fired. But because he's politically protected, the system bends over backwards for him. And those who help the system bend over backwards for Julius Mkhwanazi benefited financially or even indirectly. And just recently, the City of Ekurhuleni suspended Bihari on full pay only after the issue exploded publicly, and only after the commission starts digging, and only after witnesses started talking. This happened under an African National Congress-led administration that has seen this movie play out many times before. And here's the simplest way to understand this whole story. Now, Julius Mkhwanazi was supposed to face consequences, but he didn't. The legal system inside the city helped make that happen. Soon after, money was moved. You can call it coincidence, you can call it procedure, you can call it policy, or you can call it corruption. What are your thoughts?